In sooth I know not why I am so sad, that he does not know why he is sad. So we can say hello everyone, I am Amit and you are watching Study with Amit. Today I am here with the first lesson of Merchant of Venice, icse class 9 and 10. So today we'll know about Act 1, Scene 1 of Merchant of Venice. So first it is written that the opening scene gives the exposition, the situation on which the story is based. We are introduced to Antonio the merchant who gives the title to the drama. Interest is heightened by showing him in a melancholic mood. Salanio and Salarino, his friends, give various reasons for his sadness and try to bring him out of it. Bassanio, the closest friend, finds of Antonio, ask for a loan. Bassanio asks for a loan from him in order to present himself as an eligible suitor to Portia, a rich heiress of Belmont. Antonio's ships are still at sea. He has no ready cash with him, but he authorizes Bassanio to use his good name for credit and get a loan from the money lenders. So this is whole about Act 1 Scene 1. In Act 1 Scene 1, Antonio is in melancholic mood. On his name, the name of the place there, the on his name, the name of the place there, what we call it, the merchant of Venice. He is the merchant, and he is not able to find that why he is sad. He is telling in his words that he does not know why he is sad. So let's start with the text. So it is written, in sooth I know not why I am so sad. It worries me, you say it worries you. In sooth means truly I don't know why I am sad. I am depressed. As you can say, it make me too depressed. It says that I am very depressed and it is making me more depressed. After it, but how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it's made of, whereof it is born, where I found the feeling for it, where I got it, and where I found it. He is telling that where he has find the sadness, the melancholic situation, melancholic mood. So after this, he says, I am yet to learn, means I have yet to know myself. And such a want with sadness makes me that I have much ado to know myself. The depression, the depression fails me to know what I am. He is just telling to his friends that he is not able to find who he is. After this, Salarino says, your mind is tossing on the ocean, there where your glories with portly sail, like signors and rich barges on the flood. He says that your mind is tossing on the sea, you are touched about your, what we say, you are touched about your ships, your merchandise, and your things which are there on the ship, and or as it were the peasants of a sea, do overpay the petty traffickers and curse to them, do them reverence and fly, but them with the woven wings. He says that the big ships would pass through the small ships, so he is afraid of that the what we say water waves will just the small ship will sink on that wave. So he is telling that. After this, Salanio says, believe me, sir, had I such venue forth, the better part of my affection would be with my hopes abroad. He says that believe me, if I had such a venue forth, so I would fix on my hopes abroad in the direction of blowing wings, in the direction of blowing wings. He says that I should be still plucking the grass to know where the sits the wind. He says that he should pluck a grass. When we pluck a grass and make it stand on our finger, we see that when air is blowing, we can find the direction of the air, in which direction the air is flowing, so the grass tilts in that direction. So for that he is telling that better part of my life would be I would pluck a grass and see where sits the wind. After this he says that wind, pairing in the maps for ports and pairs and roads. He would pair and he would see in certain in a very in interval of time, few interval of time, he would just go and see to the maps to the ports where should his ship would be. So he's just telling that he should just what he should do if he had such a venue as Antonio has. After that, and even objects that might make me fear misfortune of my venture out of doubt would make me sad. And there are many dangers in for the ships who go for those go for sail. So there is lots and lots of risk in this, which Antonio is doing. Means as he is merchant, so his work is to sell the things from one country to another, but he is telling that it is very risky work. After this, Salarino says, my wind cooling my broth would blow me to argue when I thought what harm a wind too great at sea might do. I should not see the sandy hourglass run. He says when he would blow to cool a soup. When we drink a soup, it is hot, and for that we blow. So he says that when I would blow to drink a soup, so in my mind the what it comes would be that how a wind can affect my ships at the sail and tremble fever and things damage wind might do on the sea, and thinks of what it can do on the sea. He would pair to glass run. It says sandy glass run means there were instrument to measure time at that time. So he would just go and sit beside it. After that, he says, but I should think of shallow and flats and see my wealth and ridicules in the sand. So he says that there are many dangers, but then also my loaded ship is grounded at the sand and he maps deep down. He says that I would find my ship at the coastal region of that. He says that it would come veiling her high tops lower than her ribs, to kiss her burial, should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone, and not bethink me straight of dangerous rocks, which touching but my gentle vessel's side would scatter all its species of stream. Means when it would when the ship would be damaged, means he says when Antonio's ship would be damaged, the timbers, the things, silks, clothes would float on the sea surface, and it would in a short time, he says that it will tell me, means I will understand that at a short moment I would have everything. He is wealthy, he has wealth, and at a sort of time he has nothing. After this he says, above the roaring water with my silks and in a words, but even now worth this, and now worthing nothing shall I have the thought to think on that, shall I lack the thought, and such a things be changed would make me sad. But tell not me, I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise, but He says that these things are okay, but Antonio is there. Antonio is tense just because of his merchandise. Antonio says, "Believe me, sir. Believe me, no. I thank my fortunes for it." He says that even if I lose one of the ship or my ship sink, there are many business. He says my ventures are not in one bottom trusted. He says that my money is not invested in just one ship nor on to one place. He says not to one place only, but nor in my whole state. He says not in my whole country, but up upon the fortunes of this present year. Therefore, my merchandise makes me not sad. He says that my merchandise goes to whole world and different parts of it. So he is not touched about his merchandise. He says after this he says that Salarino says, when? Then you are in love. He says that, so then you are in love. Antonio says, five means nonsense. What nonsense? He says, nonsense. What nonsense you are telling? He says, not in not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad because you are not merry, and it were as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad. So he says that you are not sad, you are sad, you are not neither in love nor you are touched of your merchandise. So let's just say you are sad because you are not happy. And after that he says that it would be very easy for you to tell that you are very happy because you are not sad. It is just he is just making fun of Antonio. After this, he says now by two-headed genus, genus. It is two-headed genus is a what we say. It is very important in Greek mythology. It has very significant role in it. So nature had framed strangest fellow in his times, some that even more peep throughout their eyes and laugh like parrot at bagpiper. He says that nature has created different types of people at the same time. He says that some would laugh at just silly things like bagpiper and after it and other of such vinegar aspect means the people who does not laugh even for what we say when we have to laugh the person who don't laugh we say it vinegar aspect that they'll not show their teeth in the way of smile and through Nestor swear the jest be laughable. He says if the Nestor would laugh in any joke, Nestor is also Greek. He is in Greek mythology. So he says that Nestor is an old and wise Greek general who fought in Trojan War. Trojan War. So the when he laughed, the joke would surely be very joke would extremely funny if Nestor would laugh at it. So this is written after this, Salanio says, here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman, Gratiano and Lorenzo, fare ye well, we'll leave you now with better company. Salanio says that, okay, then we are leaving you now, as Bassanio is present, your friend. So Salanio says, I would have stayed till I have made you merry, it worthier friends have not prevented me. He says that I would stay with you and till that time I would not make you merry means not make you happy, but your best friends are preventing me to do that. He says that your best friends are there, so there is no need of me. So he is leaving. Just he is leaving with better company. After this, Antonio says, your worth is very dear in my regards. I take it your own business call on you and you embrace the occasion to departure. Antonio says, I have great regards to you, but you are just leaving because of your own business. He says that you are having your own work to do, you have some your own work to do, and you are just taking advantage of the situation, make use of opportunity to leave now. After this, Bassanio, Lorenzo and Graciano enters and they talk with each other. This much is this much we'll know. After this, when Bassanio enters, Antonio talks about different things. He's not happy, and Bassanio says that he wants a loan from Antonio as he tells about Portia, a rich heiress of Belmont, and to be a suitor of Portia, he needs money just to show off. So Antonio says that now at the present time he does not have money, but as his ships are on sale, so he says that okay, you can use my name in Venice, whole of Venice, and you can take the loan and make me the surety of the bond. So this is how the whole story develops, and the whole story goes to trial scene. So this was for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, do share it with your friends. So thank you. Have a good day. Jai Hind.